Hello and welcome back to Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony. In the last episode, we were just about to enter into the trial grounds of chapter number 5. I can't exactly say who the victim is, because we literally don't know. I mean, I've got speculation as to one person, but since another person hasn't shown up, my speculation and thoughts and theory of possibly both people being dead and being under the hydraulic press at the same time might actually be right. I don't know. I don't know how much blood is in the human body and how that would, how much would come out in that case, but I don't know. I really just need to wait to see if anybody does come to this trial or how Monokuma handles it. Maybe he's exemptifying whoever the survivor is, if there is a survivor, from this trial, even though he says that everyone needs to be present. It would be more fun if he just said, you know what, this one's got a special rule. But I doubt the game would do that, because it seems so by the book. Because even though that this is a killing game, there are still rules, and it's been like that from game 1. So I don't know what to think. Again, I have no idea. I don't remember anything about this chapter. So I'm just going to shut up, and I'm going to go back into it. Okay. First off, before we enter the actual trial grounds with the Monokuma statue, let's get everybody's final thoughts.
Shuichi!
I understand you don't want to believe it, but Kaito's not here anymore.
You can say that as much as you want. I just don't know.
It'll be okay.
I'm fine. I'll be on my guard the whole time.
Right.
I'm filled with the combined power of hope and magic right now.
I think I might want Maki's statement last, in all honesty. Let's go. No matter what Kokichi is scheming, there's no way we can lose. After all, we're students of Hope's Peak Academy. I guess.
You bastard.
Every other student is... It's worked out so well. I'll defeat Kokichi. No matter what I have to sacrifice, we can't lose. Alright. That's that. Let's get going. Rumble. Kinda wish that they had done a different pose every time for this thing. Maybe like one that involved whatever the trial, whoever the trial was about. Or like it morphed into the position of like another famous statue like Venus or David. I don't know. I mean the Venus statue would be kind of hard because it loses its arms. Maybe it does like a bodybuilder pose with its arms behind its back. We didn't say a word to one another. Silent as a tomb, we stepped into those open doors. It's 5 of us. Huh. Is this the least amount of people that there's been in any other trial? I'm trying to think and remember. The last 2 trials of game 1 involved 6 people both times. Technically a 7th after in this 6th trial, but the second game, who did it involve? Was it 6 again? I feel as if like that's right. Or was Chiaki the 6th and then we were left with 5? Oh well, that's besides the point. Let's get going with this. We had lost the will to live, knowing what we know about the outside world. But somehow, despite the despair, we had found a new reason to live. To win the battle between hope and despair. Now, what do we know? We don't know what hope means to us anymore. What is hope? A burden you bear? As those thoughts pierced my mind, I suddenly stopped. I can't think about things like that anymore. The only thing I need to think about is survival. This is really... This is really empty.
Ah! A battle like this takes me back. After all, hope and despair are natural enemies. Yes, this is truly magnificent theme.
Magnificent theme, excuse me.
Only esteemed works of fiction have themes as magnificent as this.
Why?
Anyway, where's Kokichi? Why isn't he here? Maki was right. The person who should be here isn't.
Well, I'll tell you once the trial starts.
What's going on? What are you scheming now?
No.
It doesn't matter what Kokichi is scheming.
We must do it.
This is the final battle between hope and despair. It all ends here. I doubt that. Kokichi can twist and violate the rules at all he likes, but will never give up. Hope will never submit to despair.
Oh, for the love of... No rules have been violated. Not on my watch, you know?
Shut up.
Whatever. Hurry up and start. We'll end it with his class trial. We'll defeat the remnants of despair no matter what. So get ready.
Yeah, I got it. Now let's get started. Mix equal parts of life and death. Add a dash of lies and truth. Bake it in from the fires of conflict. And when it's golden brown and bubbling, you, yourself, have a truly decadent class trial!
And once more, we faced a class trial. Was the one who died Kaito or Kokichi? I can't say for certain, but I still believe Kaito wouldn't die so easily. I don't know why I believe that so strongly. Interesting, but I will fight to prove it. I will fight with everyone to grasp the hope on the other side of the truth. This truth. Sorry, my other monitor's flashing for some odd reason, so it's distracting me. I will fight. I will fight in this trial of truth and lies. Yes, I would like to save. Thank you very much. Thank you, game. Boop. Lego. Unified against the mastermind, Kokichi, the students must survive a class trial. They must survive a class trial just in general. Chapter 5, Voyage Without a Passion or Purpose, is under this court preparation. Without knowing the murderer or the victim. Oh god, of course there's more. An unpredictable trial begins now. An unpredictable trial begins. Okay. I doubt I have that many more skills that I can use. Okay, lost in thought. What's the max number of... 14. 14 plus 40, the 44 that I have. 58. I've garnered 58. Star fragments. Have I really spent that much time with people? I've maxed out 3, right? Oh well. Can I can use financing now, right? I can. Barely. I mean, it's not like it matters, but it's better than nothing. So, I'll just go in like this. Change difficulty? No, let's just begin the class trial. Lego! The class trial is now in session.
Now then, let's Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial.
I love how all the mono cubs are still there, even though none of them are here anymore. Also, I never noticed the wreaths have any actual effect on them, and they all look different. Like the shurikens around Monotaro's, and then the flowers, I think, for Monophanes.
During the trial, you'll present your arguments for who the culprit is and vote for who done it.
Okay, so Kokichi and Kaito are still both exempt from this trial. Am I right? Am I right about both of them being under there? Or maybe... No. I was just about to say, maybe there's a chance that one died elsewhere, but that wouldn't make sense. We would have found the other body.
Vote correctly, and only the blackened will be punished. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will graduate.
Graduation is meaningless here. We already know that. We don't need your rules anymore. We'll find our own reasons to live.
Damn, Kibo.
We'll do whatever it takes to survive.
Wow! An actual talking robot! I've never seen one of those before.
Seriously?
What happened to Kokichi? Why isn't he...
Oh.
Aw, don't make that face, killer. This case has some unique circumstances.
I don't know why I clicked.
Circumstances?
Because for this murder, the victim's identity is completely unknown.
Yeah.
Given these circumstances, I decided to start off this class trial while the victim is still anonymous. After all, it'd be a shame if I let such a rare opportunity go to waste.
Is that possible? I thought everyone had to participate in the class trial.
Don't worry, the person who's still alive is waiting behind the scenes for their cue.
Okay, so someone is still alive. Alright. Then it's gotta be Kaito. It has to be Kaito. Because everything points to Kokichi getting hurt.
It's all part of the overall production. Anyway, let's get this trial moving.
I guess we have no choice but to start the trial under these conditions.
What's there to even talk about? The Blackened is the mastermind, Kokichi. Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of too.
It's too soon to decide anything for certain. We don't even know if Kaito was the victim.
How long are you going to say that? The victim is Kaito. End of discussion.
But I have a lot of evidence that refutes that idea. But there's also a lot of evidence that could support that idea. And I understand why, with the jacket and all. But there's some circumstances that just don't add up to that conclusion directly.
But we need to be absolutely sure. If we don't positively identify the victim, the other person will never show themselves, right?
Before we can identify a suspect, we need to determine who the victim is.
Why are we even talking about something so obvious? What a pain.
Am I gonna be the only person during the scrum on my side? Ooh, that'd be interesting. Everyone thinks that Kaito is the victim, but I have my doubts. There's a chance Kaito is still alive. If we keep discussing the case, I'm sure we'll see the truth. Hydraulic press Kaito's coat, Kokichi's clothes.
Has to be Kaito.
Disappearance.
Kaito was taken prisoner by Kokichi, so he could have killed him whenever he wanted. And the hydraulic press had his clothes inside.
Kokichi can't be the victim because there's no evidence for it. So the victim must be Kaito.
And the culprit must be Kokichi.
Hmm.
You lost a really good guy today. Ka-ding! If only mages could cast revive spells.
Okay. There's no evidence that allows us to confirm the victim or the survivor. It's too early to declare who the victim is. Okay, possibly thinking Kokichi's disappearance. No one had seen Kokichi during the entire investigation, or up until the start of the class trial. I'm thinking that it could technically be used? Because, like, we can say that there's no evidence that Kokichi isn't also the one under there, because his body hasn't been found either. But Kokichi's clothes. Small holes were found in the back and one on sleeve, and on one sleeve. Both holes had traces of blood around them. Let me see the other bullets.
Victim has to be Kaito.
Unless Monokuma file number 5. The victim was crushed by hydraulic press. For this reason, their remains cannot be identified. I could also see how this could also be used, but I think it's so open to interpretation that it wouldn't fit the situation. The victim's body was discovered in the hangar where the exosol is stored.
Kaito was taken.
Hydraulic press. I doubt it. It's just talking about the functions. The body was crushed by the hydraulic press and is unidentifiable. Ooh. Is that the part that could also be correct? Kaito's coat? I think that's just a piece of evidence. I'll try Kokichi's disappearance, I think.
Could have killed him whenever he wanted. And the hydraulic press had his clothes inside.
That's
Kokichi
true.
Can't be the victim because there's no evidence for it.
Okay. That's definitely got to be the one that I have to refute. Kokichi can't be the victim because there's no evidence for it. Can't be the victim because there's no evidence for it. Would I use his clothes to show that he has been injured at some point? If Kokichi had died, then we would have found his body, or at least a trace of his blood. Okay, that's probably what it is. We didn't find any of his, but we did find Kaito's clothes. That's why Kaito must have been the victim.
Oh no!
I made a mistake. I need to think it over again.
The victim has to be
Kokichi's
Kaito.
clothes. Okay. Wherever it is.
Kokichi can't be the victim because there's no
Okay. Alright. Now I understand where it's coming from. I hope my thoughts at least make sense of why I think stuff, but
I have evidence that points to Kokichi being the victim. I found this in the hangar.
You say that matter-of-factly, but
I would say I have evidence that points that Kokichi could be the victim, not being the victim.
Is that Kokichi's coat?
Yes, and look here. There are bloodstains on the sleeve.
But I was just about to bring up the fact that I thought we were trying to figure out who was under the hydraulic press, not the victim. Because I would consider that to be two different things. The person who died and the person who's under the hydraulic press could actually be... Or the person who was killed and the person who was under the hydraulic press could actually be two different people. Say someone is under Sakura's case. They technically did kill themselves, but trigger the situation. Just like shoot the poison tip, start the machine, crawl under, the poison takes them over, that kills them, and the press slowly crushes them to disguise their body. I don't know.
That would indicate that Kokichi suffered an external injury, correct?
Kokichi was injured.
The fact that these were flushed down the toilet implies that they are evidence of a crime.
What about it? Kaito's clothes were in the hydraulic press. As long as we have that evidence, there's no doubt that Kaito was the one murdered.
Yeah, that's right. It's one of those irrefutable evidence thingies.
Yes, it's irrefutable evidence that it is underneath the hydraulic press, but it still doesn't tie it to the person who wears the clothes the most. I mean, look at Samugi. She dresses up as characters all the time. Doesn't mean that she's actually them. Ever since she found the body in the hangar, Maki's insisted that it's Kaito's. But why is that? I thought we had an understanding. I thought she'd want to believe Kaito is still alive. Either way, it seems Maki is hung up on Kaito's clothes. In that case, I need to demonstrate the flaw in relying on that evidence. If I do that, I think she'll realize there's a chance that Kaito is alive. And is gonna die by punishment.
Something bothering me about the clothes found in the hydraulic press.
The hole?
What about them?
That line didn't sound like Kimiko, but oh well. There's something peculiar about those clothes. The owner of the clothing, the sleeve and the jacket, the bloodstain on the clothing. The bloodstain on the clothing? Both of these I would see. Okay, I was thinking the bloodstain on the outside because of being stabbed, but it's just the sleeve in general? Ugh, God. Oh, okay. About that bloodstain. Since Kaito's the victim, that has to be his blood. What other possibility is there? Alright, okay. Everyone's staring at me. I screwed up. They think I'm a fraud. The sleeve of the jacket.
That's it! Why was only the sleeve sticking out of the hydraulic press?
Is to show the point of entry? Is that purposefully, or was it just laid out? Like, and that just happened to be like that? I just don't know. Like, I don't have any way to know for certain yet.
If Kaito had been crushed by the press, the sleeve shouldn't have been empty.
Yeah, we'd see his arm,
There should have been an arm inside the sleeve as well.
and we'd see that plop out. Blech.
So the fact that we found an empty sleeve should...
Shall I kill that logic?
He always wears the right arm. He never wore the right arm. He always had the left arm in, and that, I would presume, would be his left arm looking up at the thing. Huh?
You're dumber than I thought if I have to go out of my way to explain it to you.
Okay, that was cold.
If you can't even see that, then be quiet. Otherwise, you're just annoying me.
Monokuma fine. Kaito's coat.
The coat sleeve sticking out of the hydraulic press. It's rather telling. It couldn't have been anyone else. But Kaito. If you can't see that,
I can't cut that. Alright, there we are.
then you weren't looking hard enough.
I wasn't looking hard enough. What do you mean?
He always dressed himself in a rather odd manner. He never put his arms through his coat sleeves.
No, he put his arm through one of them.
The hydraulic press crushed him. All that stuck out was his coat sleeve.
Oop, there we are.
If you understand to be quiet already. Otherwise, you're getting in the way.
Okay, Maki's claim appears solid, but I know that it's not. Okay, can I use Kaito's coat? When the body was discovered, only the left sleeve was sticking out from the hydraulic press. A single small hole. Okay, can I... What can I use to actually say that... what are the other ones? I have time before then. I think I'm just right by using this. She's wrong. We can't conclude Kaito is dead on that evidence.
He always dressed himself in a rather odd manner.
Nope.
He never put his arms through his coat sleeves.
Oh, shit. I thought I only swapped once. What did you say? God damn it. After all the time you spent, you still don't know anything about him. I've made a mistake, like, every time, but that one was just a genuine accident. I made a mistake, I need to think it over again.
He always dressed himself in a rather odd
Kaito's
manner.
coat, there we are.
He never put his arms through his...
There we are.
I'll cut through your words!
Whoops-a-daisy. Yikes.
Yes, it's true. Kaito never put his arm through his sleeve.
But just the right
But
one.
that was just his right arm. He wore his left sleeve normally.
Yeah, I don't know. I still don't know why.
And the left sleeve was the one we found outside the press. Knowing how Kaito wore his coat, that's awfully strange, isn't it?
Then maybe neither of his arms were through the sleeves.
Mm-hmm. So, your only piece of evidence is not correct. So it still leaves interpretation.
Huh?
It's a possibility. In the end, your reasoning is full of holes.
Much like his coat.
Stop getting in my way. I have to defeat Kokichi.
Maki, what's really going on? Seems like you've made up your mind that Kaito is definitely dead. But why would you do that? I think it's to protect Kaito. I think she saw Kaito do all this or something. Because Himiko supplied the tools necessary to kill Kokichi, and then she gained access later. So she had to have seen all this happen, right?
It's like Maki said, though. Kaito's gotta be the victim. Because if Kokichi, the mastermind, was dead, the killing game would be over.
Yeah, that's true.
Monokuma, hurry up and bring Kokichi here. We already know who the victim is.
Huh? Already? You sure it's not too soon?
We need the suspect present, now that he's the subject of our discussion.
Gotcha. I guess I'll bring him out now. Hey, Mr. Suspect! That's your cue!
Oh, I didn't actually think this would happen. Oh. Okay, I remember this. I remember what happens here. I'm surprised I remember this, but it only happened because of that. It reminded me what happened.
Exisal?
What? Why isn't Exisal here?
Oh, no, I remember even more. I remembered it standing behind Kaito, but I remember something that happens even more in this.
Haha, whoops, my bad. Seems like I gave you guys a scare, huh?
What is this?
Is that Kaito's voice?
Kaito?
There was a lot going on, so I just hid in an exisal and kind of dozed off.
Which one was open? The green one was open. And this one was in the hangar when we were all inspecting. Yeah, investigating, I mean.
That's why I'm so late. Anyway, what's going on, guys?
Oh, hold on. Then the one that died wasn't Kaito.
Stupid! That was just a lie!
Yeah, I remembered this. Oh, this is cool.
You guys thought I died? I would never! No way!
Kokichi?
I'm gonna live till I die. I'm gonna laugh instead of cry.
Wow, that's old. How old are you?
I thought as much. Your appearance right now is fit for a lowly asshole like you.
You're making me blush. You're getting so angry over me.
Is that really you, Kokichi?
That's right, Cracker Jack.
Seriously, how old are you?
Then why are you hiding in there? Show yourself!
Oh, this is more for self-defense. Little Miss Cranky Pants would kill me if I showed myself. I understand how you guys must feel. You can't believe it because I'm like this, right? That's what I thought. In that case, I brought evidence.
Evidence?
Ta-da! The video camera.
Okay. Is it gonna show evidence of what actually happened in there?
It was in the warehouse, but I brought it to the hangar, just in case. Man, that was a smart move. Thanks to this, I filmed it so everyone could see it clearly. The moment the victim died.
Very nondescript.
Whoa,
this shocking moment. Hey, Monokuma! Can you connect the video camera to the monitor?
Roger that!
Monokuma grabbed the camera from the Exisol, hooked it up to the courtroom's monitor, and played the tape for us. Okay. What are you gonna show? Oh. Okay. I was waiting for it to switch over because there wasn't a... normally, when you can click, there's like a gavel, and whatever the thing that you hit with a gavel is, to signify that you need to click. Other times when there's an interruption, it stops you from being able to click it, and it lets you know that. This time it didn't. Weird. That's not right. That's not right. That's not how the hydraulic press acted with Kibo under it. That's altered. What's the reason? I have a feeling that we're being lied to. But what's the reason we're being lied to? Like, what's the true motive for Kokichi dying? I'm still... I don't think Kaito's the one who just became pink juice. Because that's gotta be altered. Because with Kibo, what happened is that it was just one continuous motion. That stopped for a second, and then completely crushed.
Huh? Kaito?
This is terrible! Why would something like this? I saw it through my fingers. The moment Kaito was crushed.
By the way, I'd like to add that this footage has not been doctored in any way.
Okay. Alright, so if it hasn't been doctored... Alright, I don't think... Okay, maybe. And this has been on my mind for a while. Maybe the cord being cut wasn't actually to stop us from raising it again. Maybe if you cut it, it stops all the suspension in the hydraulic press, and it just comes crashing down. Maybe what it is they started recording, they stopped the recording, got the body out of there, started the recording again, cut the wire, and then it just came crashing down. Yeah. So
This video camera only has the basic functions.
Mm-hmm.
Just the play, record, and pause buttons, so you can't edit after filming it.
Pause. Yeah. It's pause.
And of course, I didn't upload it to a computer to edit it either. Right, Monokuma? Oh, you can talk. Your answer is necessary for a fair discussion.
I see. If it's necessary for a fair discussion, then I will answer. No trace of that footage was found on any of the computers inside the academy.
See? If it wasn't connected to any computer, then editing the footage would be impossible. Which means this footage is 100% real.
Real.
If that's the case, then it would seem our suspicions can be lifted. The body we found inside the hangar, crushed in the hydraulic press, is definitely Kaito.
Okay. So I saw the pink mark on his arm, but I don't know if I saw the hole in the jacket before. That's the one main issue that I have. The murder video has been recorded in the monopad. View it from the truth bullet menu. What's that? Is that really him?
Poor Kaito. I can't believe he died such a horrible death. He died with his guts and his brain splattered all over that machine.
Stop it! Now I'm starting to not feel well.
That's probably because I used my magic to transfer all my barf over to you.
Okay.
I know that's a joke, but the thought of it...
Why? Why was Kaito killed? Kokichi had no reason to kill Kaito. He had just told us that he was the mastermind. The killing game was over. So what would he gain by killing Kaito?
It looks like you finally believe that I'm the one in this exosome.
Yes. With that, we can definitively say that the culprit is... you.
Huh? Why?
You filmed the moment the victim died, which means you were present at the scene. As the person who filmed this footage, you're the only one who could be the culprit.
But if the culprit shot the video, why would they go out of their way to show it?
Oh man, you got me! Yeah, I'm the culprit.
What?
Jeez, I totally dug my own grave. Here's the truth. I decided to participate in this trial in an exosol after I killed Kaito. Of course, it was mostly to make the victim unknown, to jazz up this trial. I took that footage for proof, so I could reveal it after you guys get the correct answer. But I totally spaced out. I wasn't supposed to show it right away.
So does that mean you admit to the crime?
Oh, man. I dug my own grave again? Well, I don't think you guys will believe any of the excuses I make now. So, I give up.
You're giving up? Does that mean it's been decided?
Is it okay that this trial was so short?
I'm going through this like the same way that I went through the trial with Gundam, knowing that I have a suspicion on one person this entire time with evidence to support my claim as far as I can like judge. But I just don't know the reason why Kaito would be hiding so much. I mean, obviously he's gonna die because he killed Kokichi, but for that same reason, how is Monokuma operating?
That's fine. We knew from the very start that Kokichi was the killer. But before we vote, I want to say something to Kokichi. You may be the mastermind, but I won't let you escape after you violated the rules. That would desecrate the killing game Junko Enoshima created, right? Your beloved Junko Enoshima.
Junko?
Whatever. It's voting time now. Let's go before Kokichi changes his...
No, hold on a second. This isn't right.
I kind of like how Himiko whispered that a little bit.
The culprit comes in, confesses to the crime, and the trial ends? That's not how this goes. That doesn't sound like the kind of game Kokichi or Monokuma or Junko would play.
What if the mastermind got tired of it? The remnants of despair were like that.
No, if they were tired of it, they wouldn't have put all that effort into the video. There would have been no need for this class trial in the first place. Something's not right. We need to get a better feel for the situation. I think Kokichi has some sort of plan. He's trying to trap us.
Trap us? Are you saying Kokichi isn't the culprit? And are you suggesting one of us is the culprit?
What?
If it's not Kokichi, then the culprit must be one of us.
That's not possible.
No, I didn't say that. I was just saying it's dangerous to trust Kokichi.
Shuichi is so distrusting. But it's exactly like Shuichi said. I'm actually not the culprit.
Seriously?
What? But that contradicts what you said previously.
We also know that he is a liar, so take it with a grain of salt the size of Kentucky.
Yepers, that was a lie. Sorry, I lied again. The real culprit of this case is super bad at hiding themselves, so I thought I could help. I pretended to be the culprit by using the footage. It made the game more interesting, too.
Are you serious?
What's the truth and what's a lie? I don't know anymore.
It's fine, because Kokichi is the culprit. He killed Kaito. No matter how much he deceives us, it won't change our minds. The footage shows he did it. Kokichi has to be the only option.
The only option? Is that really true? Are we just going to leave it at that? Okay. Alright.
There's no doubt that Kokichi is the culprit.
I'll listen to these and then I'll
You
look
all
at the
saw that
bullets.
footage from earlier, right?
Kaito got crushed to death.
Mm-hmm.
Horrible video.
I think I have to use the hydraulic press
Whoever committed that crime
because its function's different.
was with Kaito in the hangar.
Which just leaves Kokichi then.
Then the culprit is...
Kokichi Oma, the mastermind of this entire killing game. And Kaito's killer.
Okay. Did Kibo, is something that Kibo said, like, in here? Kibo's account. Night before the body was seen, the body was discovered, Himiko was seen going to the hangar and return. This just has to do with Himiko. What about seeing the thing move? Because, maybe that has something to do with it. Exasol is protecting Monokuma. The day before the surrounding Monokuma were given commands to observe movements via remote control. Kokichi had used Electro Hammer. Alright, scroll through this. Electro Hammers can disable any electronic device they're used on. However, they run out of power in a single use in Exasol. Okay. Maybe. Let's see. Kokichi killed Kaito with a hydraulic press. That's the consensus right now. But is that even possible?
There's no doubt that Kokichi is the culprit.
Safety function.
You all saw that
Oh, safety function. Yeah, if he's still alive, that would have stopped. Hydraulic press's safety function causes it to stop when its infrared sensor detects a living thing. So I think I have to dispute the fact that he was killed by the hydraulic press. I think that's what it is.
Footage from earlier, right?
Kaito got crushed to death.
There we are. Master Silencer. I got 500 destroyed white noises or something like that.
The safety function would make it impossible to kill Kaito with the press.
This is the same thing as the second trial in this game. He was eaten alive. Technically not true.
A safety function.
Yes, it was written on the safety precautions. The hydraulic press will automatically stop if its infrared sensor detects a living organism.
Like, I've already been jumping to the conclusion that the individual is already dead by the time that they're being crushed.
So the hydraulic press won't move at all if there's a living person under it?
Which is why it couldn't have been used to kill Kaito.
Which means it's more likely that Kaito was crushed after being killed by some other means.
Okay, the hole is there.
So what we saw in that video, he was already dead by then?
Stops, crushes. Okay.
But you could disable the infrared sensor of the safety function with an electro bomb.
No, I don't think Kokichi would use an electro bomb for that purpose. It would have taken down the hangar's alarm system and the Exosoul's remote control.
It would have put Kokichi at a significant disadvantage.
But you can't be too sure I wouldn't do that. I'm the type who would do anything for fun.
Also, we don't have any evidence of a different murder method other than the hydraulic
No, we do. I have a plausible theory for the murder.
What?
Yes, there is a clue that suggests the victim was killed before being crushed. I found it somewhere around the hydraulic press. You mean the blood? The blood streak? Is that what you're inferring? Swipe pattern bloodstain?
This is it!
Okay. Okay. Because...
There was a swipe pattern bloodstain in the hangar, suggesting a body was dragged.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, duh. It's not the... So, my body... Or, not my body. My thoughts were, yeah, the blood was taken from one point to the other, but they could have just walked over there. It wasn't just dripping blood. It was a whole streak. So someone else had to move someone else's bleeding body to the point. Duh.
The bloodstain goes from the bathroom all the way to the press.
You know, there's no... Looking at this image right here, I'm looking at the left side. There's no real giant pool of blood. Like, it looks just like a lot of drippage, but it doesn't look like the body ever slumped and succumbed to actual, like, death by poison and, like, the actual arrows and, like, just having them bleed out. So they would have had to have acted fast. Okay.
Oh, that was the restroom where Kaito was being held, wasn't it?
Bloodstains were also found inside the bathroom. That can't be coincidence.
It's interesting that you say coincidence.
Kaito was killed in the restroom, then dragged to the press and crushed?
If the bloodstain even was Kaito's.
What?
We only guessed that Kaito was killed in the bathroom. Since his body was crushed, we'll never know if Kaito died some other way.
We might not be able to examine the body, but we do have evidence that suggests a cause of death. Poison. The hole. Come on.
There! The small hole on the sleeve of Kaito's coat is the key to his cause of death.
Okay. Why do Kaito and Kokichi each have one injection, I'll say? I can understand Kokichi's shot in the back, because he's guarding that position the entire time. I can understand a second one, because Kaito gets the loads in the second one in time. But I would think... Actually, I don't know how the order would go, because I would assume that Kaito, like, peers out from behind the door quietly enough that Kokichi doesn't notice, maybe. Shoots him in the back. Kokichi reels in pain, turns, enters the bathroom, gets shot in the arm, starts dripping there. It's starting to become fuzzy again. Like, quite literally, the way that I would describe the way that my... so just like how the game describes how Makoto, Hajime, and Shuichi have gaps in their minds of how the stuff is ordered in the manga section, my mind, when it like processes the events, it literally goes to TV static because it's like it's losing signal. Like it goes just right along the line. Huh.
Small hole? No. There is no way that hole's got anything to do with the weapon.
Who mentioned a weapon?
I'll hit you with my everything you buy will go on sale the next day curse.
That's
Himiko, what's wrong? Why are you freaking out all of a sudden?
so mean.
I'm not freaking out. I'm just saying it's impossible for the weapon to be that small.
No, it's not impossible. I can show you. The weapon that left that small hole in Kaito's sleeve. Where's the crossbow?
This is it.
Watch the game be like, hey, you meant the arrows, right?
Was the crossbow found in the bathroom?
Uh-oh.
A crossbow arrow would certainly leave a hole that small. Can we then conclude that Kaito was shot with that crossbow? If so, that crossbow just might be the actual murder weapon used to kill Kaito.
I see. So surprising that a crossbow is the murder weapon.
Seriously, Himiko, what's wrong?
He probably needs to pee. Anyway, about Kaito getting shot. If that was his cause of death, then I wonder who shot him with the crossbow. Well, I already know, but I won't tell you.
He's just playing with us.
Then let's show him that playtime is over. Let's show him that the students of Hope's Peak Academy will never submit to despair.
Hope? Despair?
Blessing in the bathroom crossbow, 3
Wonder
arrows.
who shot Kaito with the crossbow. What a mystery, right guys?
Who else but you could have done it?
The shot would need to be fired from inside the hangar to hit Kaito.
We couldn't go in the hangar. The alarm system and electric barrier were in the way.
If we couldn't go in the hangar, and Kokichi had been in there, then he must be the one.
See, so I'm the culprit.
I actually don't know what I'm fighting here. Kaito would have been in there, but the murder weapon was a crossbow. Knowing that, we should be able to visualize the murder.
I wonder who shot Kaito with the crossbow. What a mystery, right guys?
Who else but you could have done it?
The shot would need to be fired.
Hangar's front shutter, what is this about? It is protected by an electric barrier, and if someone approaches it, an alarm will sound throughout the academy. The alarm can be disabled with the alarm remote. The control panel for the electric barrier is next to the shutter. It has marks on it as though it was struck by something sharp.
From inside the hangar to hit Kaito.
We couldn't go in the hangar. The alarm system and electric barrier were in the way.
If we couldn't go in the hangar,
Bloodstain in the bathroom. A small puddle of blood in the middle of the hangar's bathroom. Small bloodstains were found leading to the door out of the bathroom. Is that what I'm supposed to use? That he was shot in the bathroom? How was he shot in the hangar if there's blood in the bathroom?
and Kokichi had been in there, then he must be the one.
I see, so I'm the culprit.
Okay, I'm gonna listen to this again, because I don't know if I'm just not interpreting it right. Kaito would have been in there, but the murder weapon was a crossbow. Knowing that, we should be able to visualize the murder.
I wonder who shot Kaito with the crossbow. What a mystery, right guys?
Who else but you could have done it?
The shot would need to be fired From inside the hangar to hit Kaito.
We couldn't go in the hangar. The alarm system and electric barrier were in the way.
If we couldn't go in the hangar, and Kokichi had been in there, then he must be the one.
I see, so I'm the culprit.
Alright, let me look at the bullets now.
I wonder who shot Kaito with the crossbow.
Okay, how do I look at the bullets? Okay, bloodstained crossbow,
Who
3
else but you could
arrows,
have done it?
bathroom
Shot would need to
window.
be fired. From inside the hangar to hit Kaito.
Okay. Kaito was trapped in the hangar. He couldn't come in contact with anyone except Kokichi. Who else could have killed Kaito in that situation other than Kokichi? I don't know if I understand what's being said in this part.
I was wrong.
I need to think it over again. Okay. What is being asked here? Crossbow, 3 arrows, found on the floor of the hangar's bathroom. The tips of all 3 arrows are wet with blood. A disassembled crossbow from the Ultimate Assassin's Research Lab. It was stored in a large black case. It was complicated to assemble and would be difficult for anyone who wasn't taught how. Is that what I have to use? Since it's the crossbow, Kokichi didn't know how to use it? I need to think it over again.
Who shot Kaito with the crossbow? What a mystery, right, guys?
Who else but you could have done it?
The shot would need to be fired. From inside the hangar to hit Kaito.
We couldn't go in the hangar. The alarm system and electric barrier were in the way.
If we couldn't go in the hangar, and Kokichi had been in there, then he must be the one.
I see, so I'm the culprit.
Okay, bathroom window? Is that what I'm supposed to infer? Like, they shot the arrow through the window at Kaito? Like, hold on, what did Maki say? Did she say it can only be done? Maybe that's why it's right. Visualize the murder. Bathroom window.
What a mystery, right, guys?
Who else but you could have done it?
The shot would need to be fired. From inside the hangar to hit Kaito.
Okay. Gotcha.
Even without going in the hangar, it was possible to land a shot with a crossbow.
Alright. I'm gonna leave this episode here. My thought processes were not following that. Just because... How would... Like... There's probably, like, other steps that I'm already, like, past, and that might be what's clouding my judgment for that one. I don't know. I'm leaving this episode here. Hopefully you're looking forward to seeing all this unravel case. Not case by case. This is step by step. I don't know. I'm not salty about that. I'm not salty about losing points. I'm just... I don't know why the kids would think that Kokichi was the one that used the crossbow on Kaito. Like, obviously Kaito does have the arrow hole in his arm and the sleeve. But I don't know. I don't know. Oh well, I gotta leave this episode here. Hopefully you're looking forward to more. But in the meantime, I'll leave you with one final message as one final goodbye. In that being, have a nice day.